Hello, hello, hello. OMG. Welcome back to my channel. So excited you are here. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I appreciate you. It's Jody Dunn, and I'm coming at you with a new weekly video. In today's video, we're going to be working on a couple of projects that I have been kind of putting off, and I'm going to go ahead and get them done today. If you're new and you just found me, I am so happy that you are here. Would you please say hello to me and let me know that you are new? Right down in the comment section, I would love to welcome you to the channel and say hello back to you. And if you are already subscribed, thanks so much for coming back to another video. I appreciate you. Definitely leave me a hello down there. I'd love to say hi to you as well. Okay, so I've been working on decluttering since January. And I have a couple of things that I've really been putting off. Decluttering has been amazing, and I love it so much, the progress that I've made so far this year. But I have a couple of things that I've really been wanting to do, and so I'm going to tackle them in this week's video. Now, this project here, I actually started just over 2 weeks ago. However, I ran into a little snag and had to stop what I was doing and reassess and think about some things. So this has kind of been a project in the making. So I've been wanting to give this coffee table a little makeover, and a piece broke on it. Well, another piece. You probably already saw the one piece down there that was broken. That's been broken for a very long time. I'm talking years. So anyways, I wanted to give the coffee table a really good clean. I mean, I clean the top of it often, but it's not often that I get in the nooks and crannies of everything. So I wanted to give it a really good clean before I do the makeover on it. And it's very apparent that I don't clean all the pieces of the coffee table often because look at how dirty the rag is. So this is about 12 years old and it's in rough shape. Like, it's used every single day. Sorry for my finger there. It's got scratches on it. It's well loved. And this piece, this coffee table, is not a solid wood piece. So it's got veneer, which is not nearly as strong as solid wood. I don't know what's underneath, even particle board maybe. But anyways, I'm not super hopeful that I'm going to be able to cover up all the scratches or anything. But, then I got this big broken piece. It's been broken, like I said, for years. But then the corner of it just recently broke off. So anyways, I want to give this a little bit of a makeover and just kind of zhuzh it up a little bit. Just modernize it a little bit. I am not trying to sand this piece down. I don't even think I want to paint it. Like I said, it's not like a super well-made piece of furniture. And I don't want to put a ton of work into making it over. But I think I can do some things just to make it a little bit more my style. And when I'm ready, I'll donate it or I'll sell it and then I'll get a new one. But for now, I wanted to take this glass piece off and see if this was a whole insert, and it is, which is very disappointing because I really wanted to take those silver pieces off because I hate them. But anyways, we're going to get to the fixing part of this first and see if I can repair the bottom of this. It's really low to the ground, so you can't see underneath it. And oh boy, is it ever dusty. So I better clean this up real quick first.
Okay, did you find a ball? Did you find a ball? Okay.
Clark was one happy pup. Apparently he lost a ball under the table. Who knows how long that's been under there. Anyways, I'm going to vacuum up all of the dust. and then clean it up and then try to repair it. So if you've been with me for a little while, you know I have been just way more, I guess, focused on maintaining my home. I love my house so very much. I'm very proud of my house, and I don't know how to do a lot of things, and I used to let that stop me. For instance, this piece on the table has been broken, like I said, for literally years. I'm talking 8, 9 years. And I didn't know how to fix it, so I just set it aside. Well, over the past couple of years, I've been more like, you know what, Jody, if you don't know how to do it, you figure it out. You just try, you see us. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? It's already broken. So I'm going to try to fix this. And my first thought was, I'll glue it. I fixed my dining room chair was broken. I fixed that with glue and a clamp. And this was giving me all kinds of trouble. The glue just was not sticking at all. Although this is not a decluttering video, I will say that decluttering my house was life-changing in so many ways for me. I will leave my decluttering playlist down in the description box if you want to watch it, because it just freed up so much mental space to have a much tidier house now and not be living with so much clutter. But it opened my eyes to a lot of things. For instance, this broken piece on the table, seeing things that needed to be repaired or redone, and gave me a little bit of a push to just start trying. Like I said, I'm such a novice at fixing things. I've learned so much. I have so much more knowledge than I did 2 years ago, just of general things. But I mean, you're going to see me walking back and forth to the toolbox. I should have brought the toolbox over here, but I'm just trying things. I'm just looking at things and I'm like, okay, the glue is not working. What else can I do? And I ended up finding some screws and being able to just kind of screw some things back in. I'm just going to be honest with you. This is not perfectly fixed. I wouldn't hire me to fix your table, but I got it in solidly enough that it'll be good for now. The broken piece was actually facing the other way. And when it broke, the solution was to turn it around so it was facing the fireplace, so people didn't see that it was broken. And I'm just not going to live like that anymore. I'm going to try to fix things if they can be fixed. And like I said, it's not perfect, but I got it fixed. I mean, I got a whole bunch of different tools out and wasn't sure exactly what I was doing, but I got the pieces back on there. And now it's not 100% fixed, but it's probably about 80% fixed. Like I said, this is not a super well-made table. I am not looking to put a bunch of work or time into this table because it's not worth it to me personally. But I also don't want to buy a new table right now. We like this one. And so I'm going to do what I can until we're ready for new furniture in this room. If you redo furniture often, then it might be worth it to you to redo something like this, but I do not redo furniture often, so it's just not worth it to me. I'm going to try some liquid gold. It did absolute wonders for my kitchen cupboards. It shined them up so nice. My kitchen cupboards are very old, so were a lot of spots on the kitchen cupboard where the finish had kind of worn away. And this really helped to mask that. But my kitchen cupboards are solid wood. This is not solid wood. So it did not do anything for like this area down here where you can see a lot of scratches. I was hoping it would kind of darken it up and fill it in. It did not, probably because it's particle board underneath, and liquid gold does not do anything for particle board. You're not supposed to use it on particle board. So anyways, it did give the table a nice shine. But my main focus for this table was I wanted to get that broken piece fixed, and I thought just changing out the hardware and doing something a little different with the doors just might make a nice difference. I hate the hardware and I hate the doors on here so much, and Donna Jean actually broke one of them, so it was perfect timing.
Well, crap.
But unfortunately, the hardware that I ordered, the screws are too short. It comes with 2 different sizes, and they are too short. So that was kind of my roadblock when I was doing this project, and the fact that the doors were, or the glass inserts, well, it's not actually glass, probably like plexiglass, was all one piece. So anyways, I had to stop on this day because I couldn't even test out the new hardware. I went to Ace. It took 2 trips, which was my fault, not the person helping me's fault. And I think I got screws that fit. This is a big pain in the butt because these are fake drawers. They don't pull out. And you can see I'm having to like stick my head inside of the table to be able to see where the screw holes are and to be able to screw it in. So it was kind of a pain. I had to have my husband help me with the other side because both sides have fake drawers and then both sides have doors. So when I first went to Ace, I took the hardware that was, or the screws that were on the original hardware because I thought they were the same size, and they are not. They are slightly thicker, so I couldn't get them to screw into the new hardware. So then I had to go back to Ace, and I took the new screws to find the exact size of that screw, but a little bit longer. The guy was super duper helpful. So I got one on, and OMG, oh, look at that. Oh, that looks so much better. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with the new hardware. I got it from Amazon. I'll link anything that I can link down below. Super duper happy with the way that it looks. I'm so happy to get rid of these silver, this silver hardware. I just don't like it at all. And I think the gold is just a beautiful upgrade. I would love to hear what you are working on, what's going on in your world. Are you working on any fun projects? Definitely feel free to share it down in the comments with me if you would like to. I always love hearing what's going on and what you've been accomplishing, even the smallest things. I love cheering for you, and they help inspire me and others reading the comments. I'm going to be doing a little makeover on these door inserts. It took me about a week to figure out what I wanted to do, but I want to put, I got new hardware for the knobs as well from Amazon, and I just want to put one on real quick just to see how it looks and to make sure it fits. I don't think I'm going to run into the same problem. At least I hope I'm not, because I don't want to have to go back to Ace. So let's get this one on. I love it. It fit. It worked perfect. It was easy peasy. And I love it. It just looks so much prettier. All right, let's start these doors. I'm going to be soaking some rattan. I just couldn't think of anything else that I would like more than this for the doors themselves. I think this is a very pretty look. And so that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to get this wet because you can work with it much better when it's wet. And then for the first time ever, I'm going to be trying this out. So I'm going to take the insert out again, or actually I'm going to take the door actually off the hinges and take the insert out and then get the rattan webbing, which I ordered from Amazon, into the door and see how it looks. I thought about maybe spray painting, like that would be a lot of work. I'd have to tape it all off to spray paint the silver to make it a different color, but I really just don't even like the design that's on there at all. So I decided just to go with the rattan backing instead, because I like that look. I'm going to clean these up really, really good again, and I'm going to liquid gold them as well just to give them a nice shine. But I watched a couple of videos on how to do this, and so I feel fairly confident. Of course, the videos always make it look way easier. You always learn the most by doing, for sure. So I'm just going to give it a try. Like I said, what's the worst that can happen? This table is old. It's scratched up. It had a broken piece. So I cut this, not quite to size. I wanted to leave some extra on here that I'll have to trim up later. And I'm just using a staple gun to staple it in. You could actually glue the piece on as well with some wood glue. I was a little bit nervous because the wood glue that I tried for fixing the door, it's Gorilla wood glue. It just wasn't like adhering at all. And so I thought, let me just do a staple gun, but you could do this either way. And this was giving me great practice because I have a chair in my basement. It's like a really old antique chair that has no seat. And this material, this rattan or cane, whatever you want to call it, will work perfect. So I was super happy to do this. All right, I think that is a drastic improvement. I love it so much. I think that's a little crooked though. It was my very first time. So I think I might have to redo that one. It's tricky because I'm working with such a small area, the, outline inside. So anyways, I'm going to put the other one on and then I'll see if I can get that straighter and see if it makes a difference. I know it still has all the scratches and everything, but oh my gosh, this doesn't even look like the same table. I am so happy with this. All right, well, I ran into a little issue that I didn't even realize was happening until I finished the second door, which was the wood is too thin and the staple is coming through. What a pain. So I did the third drawer. I'm going to show you the inside. It looks terrible inside. I got to do some cleanup. But I was trying to staple them inside the groove here so it would be super tight. So for this one, I stapled it outside of the groove, but I had to kind of cut around the little spot that, I don't know what it's called, the little thing there. So anyways, I don't know if you can even really, they have to fully dry, but it's a little different. But can you really even tell? I don't even think you can really tell. I don't know why. I thought it wouldn't look good if I didn't do it inside the grooves. But I think it looks almost the same. And I have plenty of room to staple, so I'm not ruining the door pieces. All right, so let me finish my last one up. So let's remember what this table looked like before. It had the broken end that I pretty much fixed. And this is what the hardware and the doors looked like before. I did a little mini makeover and oh my gosh. I love this table now. I don't even care that it has scratches on it. I always go for more of a seasoned, older, well-loved piece versus a brand new piece of modern furniture. This is me so much more. Go look at the table.
Wow. Ooh. I like it.
You like it?
Oh.
Yeah, those are fake drawers.
Wow.
Do you like it?
Mm-hmm. Looks pretty.
Better than it looked before?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I want to say hello to the people.
Hello. Woo!
All right, we're going to move on to my second project, which is some plant care. I got this Mandula pothos in December, and it's still in the original pot that the seller sent it to me in, and you can see the roots are coming out of the bottom. She needs to be repotted. Normally, I would do this outside because it's going to be quite messy inside. However, it's winter in Michigan, and I can't wait because the roots are coming out of the bottom. I should have waited a couple of days though, because we have had like 60-degree days here in Michigan, which has been beautiful. It's giving me like huge spring fever. But I know it's probably going to get cold again, and we're probably going to get more snow. So I'm not even going to bother taking off the substrate that this is in, which is like a chunky mix. I'm just going to put it into the same type. It's like not a soil. I'm just going to leave it because she's growing just fine. I just need to move her to a bigger pot. I meant to repot this like a month ago because it just came in a little nursery pot from the seller that I bought it from Etsy. But I've just been busy. I've been decluttering. I haven't been focused on my plants as much, and they need some attention. You know, they say that you should do your repotting and things in the spring and summer, like during the grow season, but you know, even though it's winter in Michigan with a lot of cold weather, although not this week, your plants are indoors, so they don't know that it's negative outside. So there she is. She's all repotted. She's got room to grow. Hoping, I don't think I've seen any new leaves yet. I've heard the mandulas are a little slow to grow, but I thought I would show you my Hoya. Remember her? I got her back in November. I popped a picture up on the screen. She was just a little teeny baby. Look at how much she has grown. I'm going to change angles so you can actually see better. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy with the growth. Do you remember when I told you she got a peduncle and then the peduncle fell off? It's never gotten a new peduncle, but I'm crossing my fingers that one comes. While I'm already making a mess and I've got my chunky mix out already, this golden pothos that I have had for close to 2 years now, I've never repotted it. I bought it from Walmart. It's still in the same pot that I bought it in. And can you see what's happening? She has outgrown this pot for sure. She's been putting off still some new growth, but the leaves are very small. And instead of putting her in an entirely chunky mix, which she probably would be just fine, because she's been in soil, because it's in the same pot I bought her from, I'm going to do half soil and half of a chunky mix to repot this. Let me know down in the comments if you are a plant person. I've only had live plants for just over 2 years now, and I love them so much. Look at all the roots. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's really only on one side. But yeah, it needs to be repotted bad. I had no idea what I was doing with a live plant. I bought one because I did a front porch makeover, which was my Dieffenbachia that's over by the kitchen sink. I wasn't even planning on keeping it. And look at me now.
What are you doing now?
I'm repotting my pothos, Donna. It's getting too big for the pot it was in. It was like October and the poor thing was dying because I left it outside and it was getting cold. And I brought it in the house and somehow brought it back to life. And that kind of started my love for live plants. So I'm trying to remove as much of the soil as I can. This would be way easier outside because I could wash it off with the hose. I'm not putting this in my kitchen sink and clogging up my drain or anything like that. And if I'm going to be doing any more plant work inside, I really need to get like a big tray.
Oh, why did I take your off?
What? It still has roots. It'll be just fine.
I thought all the roots were supposed to like connect to each other.
No, they can, but...
Let's go.
Did you hear Donna Jean gasp when I pulled out that one piece? This is proving to be a little bit more challenging than I thought it was going to be because all of the vines are like entwined. I'm having to not rip them apart. They're coming apart very easily, but they're all like tangled up into each other. So I finally pulled them all apart and I'm just going to repot them individually instead of as one whole unit because it was just tangled up in itself. So if you know anything about pothos or pothos, however you want to say it, I say it pothos, they have aerial roots. And so they're trying to connect to things. I've thought about putting this on a moss pole. I've seen some people do that with their pothos, and oh my gosh, they grow up so big because that's how they grow in nature with humongous leaves. But I do like her as a hanging plant, and now that I've got it all untangled, it looks so pretty. And hopefully now she has enough room that she'll start putting off some bigger leaves and just continue to grow and look absolutely gorgeous. Last week, I announced a gift card giveaway because we hit 20,000 subscribers on the channel. Thank you all so, so much for being here. The winner of the $50 Amazon gift card is Nanny5964. Congratulations. Please send me an email. My email is always listed down in the description box, and I will send you over your code. And please make sure you comment that you saw this as well, because your YouTube username might be different than your email is. And thank you to everybody that entered into that giveaway. I hope to do another one soon. All right, that was all I was going to do. However, while I got the dirt out, while I'm making a mess, I'm going to do one more because I think this one needs it as well. And that's my anthurium, my flamingo flower. It did put off a couple of new leaves recently, but the smaller ones on the bottom make me nervous. And when I pulled the little insert out, I could see a little bit of roots coming out of the bottom. So, and this one's in a super small pot as well. I bought this one from Walmart as well. It's in the same pot. I've had it for almost 2 years, so I know it needs to be repotted.
Whoa. Whoa.
This one is way worse than the pothos. I mean, it's like all roots. You can't even hardly see any of the soil because there's so many roots. Oh my gosh, no wonder she was putting off such small leaves. I had a pot I was going to put her in, and I actually moved it up a size because it wasn't quite tall enough for her. So I'm sizing her up like 2 sizes, which they say to only size up 1. But these were all the pots I have right now. I don't have a lot of plant stuff. So I put her in half chunky mix, half soil, just like I did the pothos. She looks gorgeous. And I'm so happy that I finally took the time to do this. Now I got to clean up this mess. Like I said, I need a bigger tray. I'm saving all those pots too. I'm not getting rid of any of those because I don't have very many supplies for plants. I don't really plan on getting a whole lot more plants, but maybe a couple. I have a couple on my wish list that I want. What do I have now? 6, I think. 5, 6, something like that. So anyways, here's what she looks like. This is where she stays. She grows very well over here. Funny, one of the leaves grew in. Look at this leaf. It grew in backwards. I mean, it's a healthy leaf. I'm going to leave it, but I just thought it was funny that it did that. But the 2 newest leaves that it just put out, they unfurled and they're growing. You can tell which ones are the new leaves because they're a lighter green color and you can't see any of like the veins coming through yet, are these. So they're big and tall. So she's healthy. So hopefully she'll be happier in this pot now. All right, I thought we would just go through a quick plant update, and I got a new plant that I'm so darn excited about that I want to share with you. So didn't repot my Hoya. She's fine. Repotted my Mandula. Repotted my golden pothos. Hopefully now and untangled her. So hopefully she's all good. I'll do my ZZ maybe in the spring, we'll see. Repotted my anthurium. She looks just gorgeous, and hopefully with all the flowers dying, I mean, they've lasted for so long, hopefully maybe the new leaves are putting out flowers. I'm not sure how that works with the anthurium. Let's look at my Dieffenbachia. I got a lot of comments on my last video about how good she looks. She is gorgeous. She's growing so big. I know I'm facing the sun coming in, so the lighting is not great, but new leaf unfurling here. New leaf getting ready to open here. I mean, she's just growing. It's so weird. Like in the winter, I feel like this is when she gets most of her growth. Ooh, we got a new leaf coming here. So anyways, she looks gorgeous. Let's take a look at my new plant. Here she is. I have been wanting, there are 3 calatheas that I want. And one of them was the lemon lime Maranta prayer plant. And I cannot even believe where I found it. First of all, it's winter in Michigan, so the stores don't really have a huge selection of plants right now. But I just happened to look in the plant section over in the floral section at Kroger, and I could not believe my eyes when I saw a lemon lime prayer plant, and I've been wanting one. The best part was I've been looking at these online, and to get one that's full size, basically like this, I mean, I guess you would consider this full size, they're like $40 to order them online. I don't think they're rare or anything. It was $12.99. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm totally getting this. But Kroger has this thing, it's gone now, but it'll be back in March, and it's like a rewards points plus program or something that my friend Amy had told me about. And basically every time you shop, you earn points, and you can turn those points into coupons. I had a $10 off the floral department coupon, and it worked on this plant. So I got it for $2.99. Are you even kidding me? I don't know if it's the healthiest. I see some areas like this, but it looks pretty good overall. I've had it in the house about a week. I'm a little worried because the soil still feels a little wet to me, so I haven't watered it or anything. But super duper happy. I got a lemon lime prayer plant. Isn't she gorgeous? All right, let's close out the video. Oh, hi, Clarky. You want to say goodbye to everybody on the table? Super duper happy. It was a labor of love. It took me a few weeks, well, just over 2 weeks to do it, but I think it looks beautiful. I love it. Donna Jean loves it. Viviana liked it. My husband was like, I'm not sure. It's fine. It's an upgrade in my opinion, and I kind of fixed the bottom area so it's not broken off anymore down there, so that's nice. But I think it looks lovely. So do you look lovely, Clark, or handsome? Why are you looking at me like that? So anyways, thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I appreciate you. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and I'm going to see you again next week. Have a great day. Bye.